was.
So everyone is just in consensus that this game was like a disappointment.
It made back its budget, like it made more than enough money, but yeah, like in general, people were very disappointed with this game.
I'm
Which is
surprised
fair.
it made its money back that quickly. Because like literally
It was mainly from
every review
pre-orders.
they're just shooting on this. They're just shitting on this game.
Well, it was mainly from
Yeah,
pre-orders.
I guess they
People,
didn't know yet.
yeah, like fucking me.
Well, my friend
These
is like,
motherfuckers got $140 from
I
me.
mean, for that like reveal trailer, like it just did not make me hyped for intro.
I talked to a coworker yesterday or the day before. He was talking about a game he's been playing called Marauders or something. It's a PC game. That he stopped playing, and he's like, I don't know what I'm gonna play next. Or he's only been playing that. So I was like, what are you gonna play next? He goes, I think I'm gonna buy the new Saints Row. I just went, don't.
Damn.
He goes, well, they brought back like the customization's pretty good, right? And I was like, yeah, but that's not the reason the PC. If you want to deal with the customization, just fucking download the boss creator. That's free.
Meanwhile, Mournful's still playing fucking demo for the 4th game.
But he was like, I want to customize the vehicles. I was like, they basically have Saints Row 2 vehicle customization. He goes, yeah. I went, then just play Saints Row 2. Like, if the only reason you want to play this game is for customization, do not get this game. Especially when you even have like character glitches, like my hair flopping through the thing, or sometimes my hair just being like neon orange for no apparent reason.
Oh, shout out
What
to
are we
the Saints Row
doing,
franchise.
Harrison?
I guess missions or something. I mean, I think maybe we got some wanted missions we still got.
We were doing...
We got quite a bit of
this?
the wanted missions.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
I haven't even looked at this app in a minute. Holy shit. This isn't what we were doing, but yeah, we do have quite a bit.
Holy shit.
This will get us money. Money, Harrison.
Well, you know, hello anybody and everybody. This is Elf Turner coming at you live through the power of the internet.
You know, I was gonna stream and like do a let's play of God of War, but I opened it and my headset only works on Xbox, and I never bought a PlayStation headset. That's literally the only reason I didn't fucking stream God of War.
Oh.
And I was like, maybe I'll just play a little bit of it, because I got paid that week, so yesterday. Or today, I was like, maybe I'll just play a little bit of it and then get a good feel of it and then stream it afterwards. So I opened up the game and then I played it for like 5 hours. I was like, you know what? I don't really want to restart this.
Yeah. I mean, I actually bought the headphones for the PS4, but this headset that I bought for the Xbox One is like also compatible with the PS4. So I just use this on both.
Mine has it has a Bluetooth dongle, but my headset is only compatible with Microsoft products. So it works on my PC, but only because I have Windows. It doesn't work on my PlayStation. I've tried it on my PlayStation.
Well, Lucas, that sounds like bullshit to me.
It's just consumerism. Capitalism. It's fine.
When do you think that?
I'll probably buy it.
When do you think that PS5 Pro is gonna come out?
I don't know, but I'm not gonna buy it. Son of a bitch.
That's why I'm so scared to buy like next-gen consoles, because they're like not too far along from now. The like newer, upgraded version of that said console will be out and be like, this runs games even fucking better.
Well, Microsoft has said they're not going to be releasing a new Series X for a while. Like the quote unquote upgraded version of the Series X is still probably like 3 or 4 years away.
What do you think they're gonna call the upgraded Series X?
Series XX.
Fucking hell yeah. Like the third one that comes out, we know what they're gonna call that one.
Series X.
My thought. No, they'll just actually call it the Xbox 720 this time.
No, it'll be the Xbox 2, because they've never had
God.
that. They've had the Xbox One, but they've never had the Xbox 2.
Did you see this weird lady just jumping and clapping over
I
here?
did.
I
She
was
was
about
like
to
these
say-
fucking...
Hey, saw your wanted
It's very
post.
strange.
Whatever
She
you
looked like
need
she was
doing,
being-
I thought,
I'm in.
I know, I thought this was a person we had to come talk to or some shit. No, they just
Defacing
have
the
a dude
desert?
just doing weird
What
shit
are you,
down
a
here.
park ranger?
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm the person telling
Nah,
you
whenever I got the
about
Xbox
idols.
Series X, I just told
That's all
myself
you
to
need to
damn, I
know.
guess I'll just
For
wait
littering?
for
You
the
want the fucking job
just
or
like
not?
Pro comes
Yes,
out
sir.
or some shit.
Sorry.
The first group is out at the Overlook. Oh, and make sure you get the ringleader.
Because literally, out of
Big
every single one of
asshole
these
with a
consoles
helmet.
that came
I
out
get to kill a
since, like,
collective member?
360 and
Oh,
shit,
I am so there.
I have not bought like the upgraded version of said console. I had the, I had the
that
basic
was-
360 my entire life. Never had an Elite, never had a Platinum, just straight basic 360. Had the same Xbox One for like fucking 8 years.
The problem, like, the difference is with the upgraded 360s, it didn't change how well the games ran or anything, it
Yeah.
just changed loading times, and that was basically it. But, like, the difference between how games run on an Xbox One and an Xbox One X was so drastic, and then you do Xbox One X, or Xbox One to a Series X, you've probably noticed the difference having your Series X.
Hey man, the 360 Platinum had Wi-Fi built in.
Dope.
Whenever I had my basic
You know what also
360, I
did?
had
Little
the-
dongles you can get for your
Yeah,
fucking
I know,
Xbox.
that's what I had to do. I had to buy the wireless adapter.
Yep, I had those too.
Like mine sucked ass. Like it worked like half the time.
Yeah, mine.
Found your idols. They
Eventually
are
it got so
definitely
bad
not
we actually
keeping
had
up.
to
You scrub it down.
we actually had to like tape it to the back because the USB plug-in or
Just
the
another
plug-in
day in
part
the
of it
great
got so
outdoors.
wore out it wouldn't stay plugged into the Xbox.
Mine wasn't like
So
that.
my
It was
dad
just
had
like
literally.
it just wouldn't stay like connected to the internet, you know.
Ours was fine because my dad has 2 routers, so we had the 360 was like right by one of the routers, so we had a pretty decent connection. But then we also eventually got one of the we actually got the Xbox that had built-in Wi-Fi. So.
Hell yeah. Oh
Who's
fuck!
shooting me?
Excellent question.
I was getting shot from like below or something, but no one was actually fucking there. Hello. What? What? I didn't press anything. I walked.
Where
Why did why did my character just vault over the edge?
You're alright, Lucas.
I'm gonna use my sniper on these guys.
The weird, big, like huge, comical Nerf gun looking sniper.
Yeah. Of course. See? I can't shoot that dude. He's between things.
The Overlook's clean now.
I also told
except for all the bodies.
Jasper was the guy that
That's
was
just
like,
the
should
first
I buy
group.
this game?
I'll send you the location of the others. Take the
I mentioned to him about every gun except handguns and melee weapons have fucking grips. Like literally every single fucking weapon. What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to get in this or destroy it?
This. We gotta get deliver this like the fucking Wildlands. I like Panthers.
Oh hell yeah! Another game we never finished.
It's fucking crazy
We got a
thing that we
runner.
started at,
Follow
like,
them to the
what,
idol's
like,
camp.
a year ago.
They'll lead you to
and
the
then we were
asshole
just
with the
like-
helmet.
We played it, I'd probably say we got pretty close for a year, then we were just like, fuck it.
we had so much more to do, and we weren't. It wasn't like we weren't really having too much fun playing it.
That is literally just
It's
like a give you something to do game.
It was a give you something to do game, but we got so pissed off at all the like stealth parts where we would be so focused to where it wasn't even interesting to watch, because 90% of the game is us running from destination to destination just talking, but then other times it's just pure silence.
So which do you like more? Do you like the Wildlands type of, or the Ghost Recon game, like that at Wildlands and whatever the Breakpoint, or the Division?
I thought you were gonna ask about another Ghost Recon game.
Well,
I like Wildlands
saying
more than I like
Ghost
Division.
Recon. There's
Cut
like
off the head and
there's
the
like a
snake will
bunch of Ghost
die.
Recon games, like a bunch. So I was just comparing the Wildlands S1s to the Division.
I like Wildlands as a game. I've just already beaten it. And the Division, I think, is somehow even more because at least with Wildlands, why are they all shooting us?
They're
This
idols.
isn't even the target we have to kill. No, these are the guys that hired us.
You're trespassing on government land.
I'm confused.
Land cannot be owned by land.
Fuck. Come on, guy.
Well, then stop littering.
The thing with the Division is at least not every enemy in Wildlands is a bullet sponge, unlike
I know,
every
that's the
fucking
thing.
enemy in
That's
the
thing I was
Division.
about to say. The thing that I appreciate the most about Wildlands is that you can kill people practically instantly. Like, if
Cannot hide.
You shot a guy with a gun and he died? Holy shit. But in the Division, you're like, you shot this dude with like 14 guns and a rocket
exactly,
launcher?
you fucking,
He's only a quarter of the way dead?
you mag dump this dude like with 18 magazines.
He's like half dead? Yeah.
But that
Like,
being
I fucking-
said,
I
like,
hate
I'd probably
games with bullet
do,
sponges.
I'd probably do like Division on Wildlands. It's just,
I
it's
think
just
the
funny to
Division-
play, in
Job
my
done.
opinion.
Hey, since you're a park ranger and all, does that make this?
I
a
think with
government-sponsored
Wildlands
hit?
you can
Or is
have
that
fun
just
playing
kind
it
of
by
on the
yourself if you're actually paying attention to the story, because you have the being able to command your squad and everything if you're playing it solo. Hold on.
What are you doing, Lucas? Are you saying, hey baby, what wearing?
No. I think with Wildlands you can have fun playing it by yourself. However, the Division, you have to have someone to play that game with for it to be fun.
We used to play it for a while. I'm pretty sure we all got into it mainly because of Peter.
I never even got to fucking play it with Peter either.
And then he was like, you know, I kind of just got this to play with like Joe only. I don't know about you guys.
And we were all like, oh, okay.
Shout out
Is
to
this
our
what we're doing?
bestest, goodest friend, Peter Colano.
We're doing repossession, is that what I was doing?
I do not know.
I don't know either. Yeah, it was repossession.
If you guys don't know Peter, we're like, you fucking should. He's the dude behind the world famous video, Battlefield Moments.
I am a Ubisoft fanboy though. I have bought like every fucking Ubisoft game that's got. Specifically, I'm an Assassin's Creed fanboy. I should reiterate that.
No.
which is honestly one of the like worst series to be a fanboy of now, but I am.
Why is it the worst, Lucas?
Assassin's Creed has probably the most games in its repertoire that were like bad, or at least mediocre.
Like I haven't played most of the past 4, but like I feel like you know, Unity was not well received.
I've literally played every Assassin's Creed game, Harrison.
Unity wasn't well received for the most part. Syndicate, I feel like everyone
And
just
even
glossed over that one.
so, Unity wasn't well received for the most part, and even after you get past the glitchiness, it still wasn't a good game. Like, the characters were fucking boring. The only plus is you had like this hot redhead as a main part of the story, but she's a Templar in it, so you don't even get to like her.
Damn.
Assassin's Creed Rogue would have been a good idea had they done it correctly.
That's what I've heard before. Yeah, I watched like an Assassin's Creed retrospective video, and someone said that exact same thing. Like, there's a cool concept, but they just kind of wasted it with that.
Because like Assassin's Creed Rogue it's about an assassin turned Templar, which would be a cool prospect, but nothing changes gameplay wise or even story. Like, even the story kind of doesn't even recognize he's a Templar for most of it until like the end, when you're like, oh, he's a bad guy, and he kills. I think it's at the end he kills the black dude from Assassin's Creed 3 that trained you.
What's his name? Achilles?
Achilles.
Yeah.
But like, it was just like, it was an alright game, but it could have been so much better had they tried to not. They didn't try enough to show his perspective of why the assassins were bad. Even in that game where you're playing as a Templar, they still kind of be like, assassins are still pretty good. The Templars kind of suck.
I will say that I think Assassin's Creed Unity looks really good.
It does.
Like, for some reason, like the games that came out like the early, like last gen consoles, like the
mid
PS4.
2010s.
Well, yeah, like the PS4 and Xbox One, like close to the launch titles, those look really good. You know, Assassin's Creed looks or Unity looks really good, and Rise Son of Rome, I still
Rise
think
Son of
really
Rome
looks
looks
really
fucking
good.
phenomenal.
Like, they're strange.
But all of them are mediocre games.
They're like, these games will be like, okay, I guess, but we'll make them look fucking good.
Like, it's gonna be absolutely gorgeous, but kinda suck. Where
Kinda
is
stuck on some
something with
front
a
butt
winch?
action. Oh, we gotta hear this huge ass fucking mint turbine engine.
Yes. We gotta carry the mint engine.
Lucas, you
This
got
thing
your
have a
forklift
winch?
license.
I do. It expires next year, though.
Well, if you gotta get that shit renewed.
I don't think I'm going to.
Thought that made you do that.
They made me do it the first time, but I talked to them this time, and they're like, yeah, we don't think we need you. Because we have like 50-something employees, and literally, or close to 60 employees, and literally 45 of them are forklift certified.
Well, damn.
I think they'll be fine if I'm not.
I don't know. They're like, Turner is the best.
I've literally driven a forklift once.
Hell yeah.
That was when I took the fucking test.
Nice one.
That day was the first and last time I drove a forklift.
Why don't more cars have winches?
Winch? No. Why don't more cars have winches? Is there a fucking...
Well,
I was looking to see if there was a...
like a garage nearby or something.
And there's not.
Well, I think the only garage here is the actual Jim Robbed one.
There's multiple ones now if you look. You see you got Jim Rob's in this area. You got the gym robs we placed down. You got gym robs like way the fuck out here. You can't see where I'm looking, but just assume.
What's the Assassin's Creed that came after Syndicate? Is it actually Origins?
After Syndicate?
Yeah. It has to be Origins, because...
Yeah, it was Origins.
It doesn't feel that long ago since Origins came out, but it's like fucking 5 years.
Yeah. Vehicle delivery. Do we know a vehicle that guaranteed has fucking...
What? Man. What'd you say?
I said, do we know a vehicle that guaranteed has fucking a winch on it?
I do not, man. Well, I guess I'll just stand over here and you could, like, drive back to the base or to a garage and get one installed or something.
I can just fast travel to the church, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'll do that.
Ukalamnik. Oh my god.
You getting attacked?
Nah.
I don't know what the fucking... Let's see.
It has to be
Assassins.
Origins. That's only like a 3-year
Games.
difference from Syndicate to Origins. So seems reasonable. Well,
Yeah, because
actually,
it was
no,
only
I'm
recently they
confused.
started doing every few years. Let's see.
Syndicate had to come out in like 2015 or 16. I totally forgot the Unity came out in 2014.
Release history. Yeah. So Unity came out in 2014, Syndicate came out in 2015. Origins came out in 2017, Odyssey came out in 2018, and Valhalla came out in 2020. My favorite one is Odyssey. I think that's one of the ones that had the best writing, had some of the best story. You wouldn't think it's an Assassin's Creed game if it's the first one you go into, because it's just an RPG. But
So what's the?
it's a good game.
What's the thing that ties all these recent ones together? Like, is there still like someone going to like an animus or something?
Yeah. So the past few games you've been playing as a chick named Lila when you go to the modern time stuff, where you guys are looking for just pieces of Eden. That's it. Pieces of Eden to keep out of the Templars' hands. And in Origins, it's about Bayek, who is the basically creator of the Assassins. Technically, as the Assassins when they became the Hidden Ones as an organization. And you find pieces of Eden through him. In Odyssey, are you fucking kidding me? I got stopped by a train. This is fucking Stroud.
Hell yeah.
In Odyssey, in the past you play as Cassandra or Deimos, but they have made it canon that the woman Cassandra was who was actually the main character of it. You find out that Cassandra is actually a descendant of the Isu or the ancient race or whatever, so she's essentially a fucking god and can handle pieces of Eden. And at the end of that, you find the spear of something. Lila goes to literally the entrance to Atlantis is where Lila goes, and then Cassandra, having been alive for like fucking like almost 3,000 years or whatever, is like, oh yeah, I'm actually still alive. here, take this spear, and you're like, oh, okay, and then Lila takes the spear, and Cassandra dies in her arms, because the spear is what was keeping her alive that long. And then Valhalla is the same thing. Lila's like,
Yo, Amanda, I'm heading back with that tricked out engine.
you need to get in.
I hope Los
Hold on.
Panteros didn't give you too much trouble.
The fuck? Why am I swinging? I literally just jumped over him like you started swinging that shit.
Lila has the spear, and then I found Yggdrasil. She found the remains of a Viking warrior who ended up being Eivor. In America, way before Vikings had ever come to America. And they're like, oh, what's this person doing here? And they find the remains, find out it's Eivor, who is a reluctant member of the Hidden Ones / Assassins. And then going in the memories of that, you find out that Eivor is actually the reincarnation of Odin, the fucking god Odin.
Uh-huh.
You find out Yggdrasil is a supercomputer made by the Isu, the ancient race, to upload their consciousness and basically their souls that they would eventually to escape Ragnarok, as they called it, which is the event that killed all the Isu. They uploaded their minds and stuff to where they would be reincarnated as humans eventually. What the fuck happened there?
Getting stressed
And
shit.
playing as Eivor, you come across a guy named what's his name? I'm blanking on his name.
Hector.
But no, it does start with an H, I think. But essentially you find out he's the reincarnation of Loki, and the spirit inside the spear that Lila has is his wife, basically. And in the past he's a hidden one, and in the future you find out he's been hooked up to Yggdrasil the entire time and is like basically been unconscious and on the verge of dying. He falls off, lands on the spear, and then Loki is reincarnated and now a human in modern times, and he's literally a god. But that's how the game ends. And Mirage, the game coming out, is actually the main character is the guy that becomes Loki before he knows he's a reincarnation of Loki. It's about how he became a hidden one and everything like that.
Huh.
It's fucking weird. The lore is so bizarre.
Hell yeah.
My favorite thing is they've basically proved the Assassin's Creed lore is they've basically made it to where every religion that has gods, those gods were just the Isu or the ancient ones, whatever.
Uh-huh.
The only religion that isn't proven to
Dropping it
have
off
any
now.
merit
Much
is
obliged.
Christianity.
Damn. Thought you were gonna say
Jesus.
fucking Scientology. That might be the closest one, actually.
Jesus was basically a liar in it.
Damn.
He did help people, but he lied about where his abilities came from. He actually, in Assassin's Creed lore, he found an artifact of Eden that wasn't, in the first Assassin's Creed there's the Apple of Eden.
Uh-huh.
You basically find out that there's like a shit ton more and they're just different artifacts. Why are all the repossessions like out in the middle of fucking nowhere, dude?
That's just how this game is. This game makes you drive like far fucking distances all the time.
How else are they gonna have you spend time playing the game? You find all these pieces of Eden that aren't just apples. and Jesus had found a thing called the Shroud of Eden, which is the white cloak he wore. And that's what gave him his healing abilities, was this piece of Eden.
Damn.
So, and he was saying that he was like the son of a god or whatever. People eventually said that he was a good dude, but like he didn't get the powers, or he wasn't even like a descendant of the ancient gods or ancient people or anything. He was just a dude that found a piece of Eden. That was it. That's why one of my coworkers, Mike, absolutely hates Assassin's Creed, because it kind of makes fun of Christianity. And my favorite thing my favorite thing is I was talking to my dad about that, and Mike was complaining about it. He goes, "I don't like that they do that." And my dad said, "For a guy that calls people snowflakes, you're getting awfully offensive at a game that has nothing to do with you." Mike goes, "It's different." He just kind of turned around and walked. Ooh, a buffalo. He turned around and walked away.
Right on.
I was like, damn.
I said
Watch,
buffalo
this is gonna
statue.
be
This
like a
speaks to me.
This is gonna be like a fourth of the fucking size when we go to put it in the base.
Is Desmond in these games at all?
No, Desmond died, dude.
I know, but wasn't there a dude in like the older games called like the Subject 16 or something that like spoke to him?
Yeah, so Subject 16 you find out is technically a family member of Desmond's, of the same bloodline, and he got trapped in the Animus and eventually died, where his consciousness was in the Animus. But no, Desmond just got fucking dead. He put his hand on the thing to prevent. He prevented the catastrophe of like the sun and everything that wiped out the Isu. He prevented that from happening again to Earth and wiping out all races. But he did just die.
Yeah, I remember that really shocked me when we played Assassin's Creed 3 for the first time.
Seeing Desmond die, and it was like, they're like, alright, so you just saw him like fucking eat Lucy, because turns out she said she was for the Assassins, and she was a Templar turned assassin, but then turned back to Templar. Yeah, that's what happened. They never say that unless you read any of the codexes, by the way. They never actually say that in the story, I don't think. But that's what happened.
That's what happened.
That's what happened. Is she was a Templar, became an assassin, and then became a Templar again. Do we have to drag this tank?
They had no chance.
Shout out to Christian Bell, people.
But honestly, I think that's mainly what it was. Kristen Bell just became like a pretty prominent actress compared, and it was like,
yeah, we can't afford her.
But yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Was I
we
supposed
gotta
to
drag
grab
a
this
fucking
tank?
Marshall shortchanged our client on an order. This should even things up.
Did you get in? Can you get in?
Yeah.
Are you in?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what's
The
your
game
favorite,
lore is so fucking complex. What's my favorite Assassin's Creed?
Oh no, what's your favorite Assassin's Creed trailer? Assassin's Creed
Favorite
was
Assassin's
well
Creed
known
trailer
for
is
really
probably
cool cinematic trailers.
probably one of my least favorite Assassin's Creeds, which is Revelations.
I was about to say the same exact fucking thing, the Assassin's Creed Revelations trailer. It's got like really good cinematics, and I just think like all of it, with that fucking like song is just really cool.
It looks, yeah, like it fucking looks good. It's fucking dope. You get to see Withered Ezio.
I just think it's cool, but it's like seeing like fucking like weird visions of Altair. The way it fucking ends is fucking cool. When the dude is wrapping like a noose around his neck and his ends with the Ezio giving like a spinning elbow or some shit. It's cool, man.
It's fucking dope. They don't really do any really dope trailers anymore. They just have, I mean, they kind of have them, but like Odyssey was like, here's me on a boat and you see an eagle. Valhalla was like, we're a bunch of Vikings smacking each other. Have you seen this before? Well, have you ever watched the show Vikings?
Yeah,
If you've seen exactly what this fucking trailer is.
Some, like, stronger knight looking dude and then reveals that he has a hidden blade and like stabs him in the head or something.
That's it. You're like, ooh. But yeah, Revelations is fucking dope.
Revelations is my favorite one out of all of them.
I think my favorite Assassin's Creed is Odyssey. Okay, excuse me. I think I grabbed this at one of the most inconvenient spots, Harrison.
So you like RPG Assassin's Creed?
I do like
more than the older
RPGs.
ones?
Well, I like one RPG Assassin's Creed more than the other ones. I think Origins is very good. Odyssey is just a good game in my opinion in general. And I do like the RPG elements. However, I understand people's frustration about them like straying away from the series as a whole.
Do you still have?
Because it wasn't
do you
even-
still have tailing missions?
Every fucking Ubisoft game is gonna have a tailing mission, man.
Who the fuck are you? I'm not sure if the rest of them do. I just remember Far Cry 3 had a super pointless one. We hoist around the village for some reason.
Every Far Cry game has had, since like 3, has had a fucking tailing mission. Far Cry 3 did, Far Cry 4, Far Cry Primal has one.
Hell yeah. What's up with Ubisoft and tailing missions and having you like climb shit to discover a certain region?
It's easy, repetitive gameplay, like easy to code and everything, and people don't absolutely hate it. They just kinda do, but they still play it and buy the games.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
I do like that Far Cry 5 makes fun of the other Far Cry games. I don't know if you knew that.
No?
So, you know, with Far Cry 4, Far Cry 3, even in Far Cry Primal, you had to like climb towers or climb to higher points to get parts of the map discovered.
Uh-huh.
I love how fast we're going. We got like fucking 2,000 meters or whatever.
I think we're going slower because I'm not probably doesn't make a difference.
We're in a
I'm just
tiny ass
saying-
car driving a tank.
Well, I mean that doesn't help, but the tank also like sloped at an angle.
Yeah.
Its spreads probably aren't
Um,
rolling very effectively.
But in Far Cry 5 at the very beginning, you climb a tower and it like shows parts of the map and everything. And the guy goes, and now what I'm gonna need you to do is every time you see one of these towers, I'm gonna need you to have to climb to the top and activate it so I can have an I'm just fucking with you. It's the only tower you have to climb. It's literally them making fun of themselves.
Damn. Terrible.
It's like, at least they know.
Jason.
Jason Derulo.
Hell yeah, if only.
Oh. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Son of a
only.
bitch.
If only, man. If only. I love,
So we got pretty far to go, and now we got Marshall and the cops after us.
I love Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for the dude because he practically plays the same character in everything nowadays.
Yeah.
And
The only thing-
everything I've ever watched him in, Breaking Bad, The Mandalorian, The Boys.
There's only one thing I haven't seen him in where he
Fucker
doesn't
5.
play like a There's only one thing I haven't seen him in where he doesn't play like a Hispanic bad guy. One thing.
What's that?
And that's Once Upon a Time.
Hell yeah.
He played the Magic Mirror
Oh shit.
in Once Upon a Time.
Hell yeah.
So you have the fucking mirror where it always has the face or whatever, and it's just Giancarlo Esposito's face in the fucking mirror.
He's just always sinister, smart, bad guy.
Yeah.
Just always.
I think Far Cry 6 is alright. I didn't think it was phenomenal. I think some of the crossovers. I love how we're talking about other games besides the game we're playing.
Well, I mean, what's there to talk about this game? This game sucks.
I'm dragging a tank, Harrison. That's so cool.
Hell yeah.
Far Cry 6 is one of the most lackluster fucking endings, though.
I've seen the ending. Unfortunately, he just like kills himself, right?
Yeah, so like you go through this whole process, you're like, man, I'm gonna be able to fucking yeet this dude, and then you find out he's like dying from cancer. I guess
Pay attention.
spoilers, by the way. People probably didn't come to watch a Saints Row game and get Far Cry 6 spoiled. But he goes to, you just get up to his fucking office, and he goes, "Will you protect my son?" And Danny is like, "Yeah, I will protect him from all harm." And he goes, "Lies," because that was his thing. Is like, do you want me to tell the truth or lie or whatever? It's a thing that happened throughout
This
the
job's
campaign.
done.
I'll check it off the
And,
list.
He's like, "Lies," and then he fucking stabs his son in the throat,
Damn.
kills his son. That car's gonna explode soon because I'm getting a different tow truck. And yeah, he stabs his son in the throat, kills his son, which is a kid that like helped you throughout the campaign. You kind of try to protect, and then he fucking cuts his own throat, and you're like, that was
Investigation continues.
very unrewarding.
Fucking Miguel.
Stolen from the Museum of Santo Ileso, despite security provided by Marshall Defense Industries. Although witnesses report the
very
presence of both
lackluster.
Los Panteros and the idols
The,
on the night of the
the
burglary,
boss thing is still like a
officials have
DLC.
no leads indicating the current
The
whereabouts
Voss thing
of
is a
the
DLC.
artifact.
I haven't
Marshall
beaten it,
Defense
so I don't know the
Industries
lore
has
of it, but I know you go
consistently declined to
into.
comment on how this
It's
catastrophe
the
occurred
DLC
during
is
their
the
watch.
3 bosses
This
from
is Juana Villalobos,
3 main.
reporting
I
for
love
the
how
Star
they said
Register
it's like
News
the 3
Network.
main bosses, but technically Voss wasn't the main boss of Far Cry 3, but he was the more memorable, cooler one, so
Exactly.
they brought him back instead of the main dude.
Like I feel
Instead of
bad
Hoyt.
for the yeah, Hoyt. Fuck. I feel bad for the dude that plays Hoyt, man. He's like, I'm going to be the bad guy of Far Cry 3, and this dude that comes in and gives a really good audition, and they just throw him in the game because of it. It just overshadows the fuck out of you.
Yeah, dude got fucked over. But so like the DLC is it's like you're recovering your memories or some shit as each of the villains. And I think like finding out that you died or something. I don't know. But yeah, so the first one you play as Voss. The second one you play as fuck is his name? What's the bad guy of 4? Pagan Min. You play as Troy Baker. As an Asian Troy Baker. And then the third one you play as Joseph Seed from Far Cry 5.
It's just DLC for Far Cry 6.
This is DLC for Far Cry 6.
Okay.
The other DLCs for Far Cry 6 were kind of funny.
But if I don't want
One
to Danny
has-
Trejo, not like
Defending
not
Trejo's
letting him
tacos.
sit, those Trejo's tacos. There's,
Yeah,
cool.
they
I
would have
guess.
destroyed the fucking taco store, the Trejo's Taco stores on the island, so you went there to fucking kill them.
I think they should make Danny Trejo a main character in the video game. He's surprisingly been in a lot of video games, but he should be like the main character. Or something. I don't want it to be associated with Machete though.
just gonna be off-brand with Jet Day. But and then there's another DLC that's a fucking crossover with Stranger Things.
Huh. I would not figure
Character-
Stranger Things crosses with Far Cry.
Neither would I. Danny, the main character, goes to the Upside Down, and you gotta like, it becomes a survival horror game where you gotta try and keep from getting noticed by the Demogorgon.
And there any characters in the show that are in it?
No,
Oh, hell yeah.
that worked. No.
Demogorgon.
Why am I?
Hey, Amanda. What's the deal with this fire engine?
Chiefs and hot
Shout out
water
to,
over some bad loans.
shout out to Michael
Put up
Mandel
city
people.
property for collateral.
Must have
Great
been pretty
actor.
desperate.
Loan sharks don't care.
Michael Mann.
They take what's owed, and then some.
That's who
Place.
fucking
It's hard to meet new people. You want to
Breaking
find someone
Bad-ass
who'll
world
accept you
people in
just
the
as you
Far Cry.
are. Who'll shake your hand, look you
Yeah.
in the eye, and say, "Welcome, friend."
I still haven't
well,
watched Breaking Bad.
That's what Friendly Fire's all about. Come check
I
out
love
our
Breaking Bad.
inventory
I've
of
seen
guns,
Breaking Bad,
ammo,
and I've watched like up to
knives,
3
and
seasons
more.
of Better
You
Call
can be
Saul.
sure that
Apparently
we're
that show's
just
like amazing.
happy to see you at the
Yeah,
friendliest
that's what I've
stores
heard.
in
But
town.
like I've got up to season
Friendly
3, and I mean
Fire.
I guess it's pretty good,
Next
but
up is
I just
Nine
didn't think it was
Train by
as exciting
Steam
as the
Wagon
Breaking
Wilson.
Bad was.
If you
But
like trains,
I guess it
get
gets
your
better
tickets
now,
ready
so
because this
third
one's
season
arriving
really
at the
better.
station.
Isn't
I
this
haven't
weird
watched
thing doing like a
either.
fucking handstand?
That's just you. It's swaying back and forth for me. I've seen Giancarlo Esposito in
Once upon a time.
Far Cry, Once Upon a Time, and The Mandalorian.
Once upon a time.
Film me.
Have you seen the?
It's such a bizarre thing to have on his filmography, and then I realized a lot of people I actually know were in that show, like the guy that plays. I can't remember his fucking name. It's the guy that played Starkiller in Star Wars: The Force Unleashed.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy. I don't know his name, but I know what you're talking about. He was also
He
in
plays like
this.
Emperor Palpatine in like every fucking Star Wars thing. I don't know if you knew that. Like everything that was voice acting, like games, all of it, he played Emperor Palpatine and Darth Maul. He did the voices for him.
The guy
but,
that was Starkiller.
Yeah. He played Mr. Hyde. So there was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He played Mr. Hyde, you know, the like evil version. And Sebastian Stan was in Once Upon a Time.
Hell yeah. Was he Luke
I'm dropping it off
Skywalker?
now.
Right there's fine.
Was he Luke Skywalker? Yeah, he played Luke Skywalker in Once Upon a Time.
How much longer do you think they're just gonna keep digitally de-aging Mark Hamill?
Till he dies.
Well, I'm guessing until he like actually passes on the scores for like an actual like live action actor for Luke Skywalker. 'Cause, I mean, he wrote off
Till
on
he
it, right?
dies.
He was like, yeah, Sebastian Stan could play like young Luke Skywalker.
He said he could see it, but
Like,
like he said he was like he has my he's like he has my blessing, but they keep asking him to come back anyways.
fuck, keep him in business, I guess. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Dateline, Santo Ileso. Crowds lined up at FB's.
To be
all
fair, that
over
was like
Santo
hype
Ileso
as
this
fuck
week.
whenever Luke
Welcome back
Skywalker
to
came
classic
back at the end of
Mecha Burger toy. But
Mandalorian
the latest
Season
was
2.
short by the theft of 500 Mecha Burgers from an FB's in Old Town, which was that restaurant's entire
It was a pretty
supply.
good
The
part,
idols
and
are
also that
claiming
was just Mark
responsibility
Hamill.
for this theft.
Yeah.
One wonders if it is possible for the idols to sink any lower.
I didn't
Juana
realize that was
Villalobos,
him. I
Star
thought they
Registered
just
News Network.
had like just some dude and then digitally put
Yeah.
his face on Mark Hamill, which would explain why it looks so bad. But no, instead of them using a deep fake, they just tried to de-age Mark Hamill, and it did not work.
I think one time it looked really bad was for that Captain America Civil War. They tried making Tony Stark look young for the flashback thing. I just remember that not looking good. But the one for
That looked pretty awful.
Captain Marvel looked really good from Sam Jackson.
I mean, Sam Jackson doesn't look old until they put old makeup on him.
I'm just disappointed he didn't look like Jules from Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah. Still haven't watched Pulp Fiction, so yeah, sure, 100%.
Have you seen any Tarantino movie?
Yeah,
Which one?
not a lot. I've seen Inglourious Bastards.
That's the best one in my opinion.
Pretty fucking good. I've seen both Kill Bills. I've seen Volume 1, Volume 2, Inglourious Bastards, and Django. That's it.
I mean, it's practically most of them.
But I haven't seen Pulp Fiction, which is like the one everyone talks about. I haven't seen
Pulp Fiction is really
Hateful
good,
Eight.
but I still think fucking Inglourious Bastards is like the best one I did.
that was called The Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight.
I haven't seen Jackie Brown, or is that what it is?
Yeah, it's Jackie
Jackie
Brown.
something.
That was Squatting Dirt by
It's
Um,
pretty good. It's
Al
surprisingly good.
Hey, Shutterbugs.
But yeah,
The Santo
I've
Ileso
seen a
Tourism
decent
Bureau
amount
is
of them. I
proud
don't
to
remember
announce the
either of the
Great
Kill Bill
Santo
movies.
Ileso
I just
Photo
know I've
Scavenger
seen
Hunt.
them.
Here's how to play.
I think the only one I
Find an
haven't seen
attraction
so
on the
far is
list
Death
and
Proof, if you
take a
guys
pic.
count
Then
that.
post it
And,
with the
I have no
hashtag
idea what that is. So.
It's
You're a tourist.
so Grindhouse is
All
like
you
these like
need
I
is a
guess he's
camera
like
to join the fun.
obscure like this uber violent type of movie. So he
Y'all
did
are
like a
listening
double
to
Yeah.
feature with
Tumbleweed
Robert
Radio on
Rodriguez.
KWPKW
Oh.
93.3.
Quentin Tarantino did Death Proof, and Robert Rodriguez did this one called Planet Terror, which is like this chick that has a machine gun leg or something. It's strange. I'm not even sure if I really count it because, you know, just that type of obscure type of movie. But
Yeah.
besides that, I haven't seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood yet.
I haven't seen that either. David loves that movie.
I want to watch it. It had Bruce Lee in it.
Yeah, he got shit for having Bruce Lee in it because they were like, "You did an offensive portrayal of Bruce Lee," and he was like, "He was kind of an asshole." What am I dragging? Am I dragging this fucking? Stop these people from shooting me, Harrison. Goddamn.
Oh, shoot these motherfuckers with this.
This guy's dragging me out of the fucking car. Didn't do good at it. Fuck you. Get me back in my car. I'm about to hook this thing.
Hey, Amanda. I'm on my way with those weapons I jacked
Get in,
from the
Harrison.
idols.
Our clients will be happy to get their
There's a
stuff back.
chick character on here. There's like a chick with death scream. And every single time she dies, she sounds so fucking genuine.
Oh no.
Let's get out of here. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
I got it fucking stuck.
No surprise there.
That's not good.
There we go.
Let's blow this dick.
Will do. But yeah, the only Kill Bill movie I remember is I remember parts of Volume 1, but I don't remember anything of Volume 2. But I know I've watched it with my dad.
Well, Volume 1's the most memorable because I think it's because it has the most like fight scenes in it.
Yeah.
You know, I think it starts off where she fights the black chick. I don't remember what her thing was.
I don't know.
They're all named after like snakes or something. So I don't remember. and well, there's a lot of them in most scenes. Whenever she goes to Japan to get Hanzo, Hattori Hanzo to make the sword, she fights the crazy what they're called. I fucking love the second one though because there's this old Chinese character called Pai Mei.
But I remember Inglourious Bastards a lot. I know the scene when that bitch is getting choked out was actually Tarantino's hands.
He wanted to do it himself.
He said
He's
that
like-
the guy was
he's
like,
like,
the guy
Chris,
couldn't get the
step
scene
back.
right.
And a violent
Step
gun battle
back.
at a nearby idol's house party. This is Juana
He was like, he
Villalobos,
wasn't getting the
reporting
scene
for the
right,
Star
but
Register
I
News
think
Network.
Tarantino just wanted to choke a woman. Well, cause like the actress was like, I literally couldn't breathe. It wasn't acting choking. He was legitimately choking her. Excuse me.
Hey man, both of Christoph Waltz's best or Oscars have come from Tarantino films.
Christoph Waltz also made a movie with Roman Polanski, so I can't like him.
The fuck? That taxi do that on purpose?
Yeah, so this taxi was turning as I was just driving forward. So he, I crashed into him and it pissed him off.
Do you like?
Excuse me.
Do you like the scene in the Circus? Have you seen it?
I have not seen it.
Roman Polanski is a bad person, but
What the fuck?
that's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch the movies though. I'm not missing out by not watching any of his movies. Like, dude's literally confessed to having a relationship with like a 13-year-old. Fuck that. It's like, it was consensual. It's like, that's not the problem.
No, I think he. I know. What I heard is I think he was a rager and like sodomized her or something.
No, he did. But he kept saying it was consensual. He was like, she agreed to it. It's like, even if she did, it's still gross and wrong. Like, he didn't even try and deny that she was of age. Like, he didn't even try and be like, well, she said she was 18.
But we're doing stuff differently back home.
I don't even know. Have I seen a Roman Polanski movie? The only thing I know about him is that he fled the country because they were prosecuting him for it, and also he was at the time married to a woman that was pregnant with his child, that was one of the people murdered by Charles Manson's family.
Oh man.
This job's done.
Perfect. Well,
Did you
we're
not
all
know that?
caught up. Thanks to you.
No.
How about you swing by?
Yeah.
Los Lobos.
His wife and unborn baby was killed.
Thanks for lightening the load, boss. Couldn't have done it without you.
Sweet.
Thank God that was the last one.
So what do we get from this, Lucas?
We're gonna see a car with a winch, probably.
Woo sort of sweet pull. Outfits, a car, and a tow truck.
And we got the tow truck. And another car named Miami. Alright, I'm gonna take this helicopter while you worry about those guys.
Do we get like an income boost or something like that?
Alright, you killed the guy there. You can get in now.
Oh god. As I run down here.
That's not my fault.
Was I like fucking fuck, bro? Are you excited for the Borderlands movie, Lucas?
No, but I will watch it probably.
There's Jack Black in that movie. He plays Claptrap, right?
Jack Black plays Claptrap, Kate Blanchett plays Lilith, Kevin Hart plays Roland, which is just wrong.
That is pretty wrong. I'm scared that that's just gonna be like a straight up like. I mean, I guess Borderlands is pretty comedic, but I didn't think it was gonna be that comedic.
Apparently, they're gonna try and make it semi-serious, but it's still comedy. Borderlands isn't the only game that was like semi-serious and comedy and did it well in the Borderlands series was Tales from the Borderlands. Like they made you like the characters and enjoy the game and everything, but it was still just funny.
Fine.
So who is it? So you have, I can't remember the dude's name, but the guy playing Krieg, I think he was in one of the Creed movies.
What's his name? Florian Montague,
something
like that. I don't know who he is.
Montague, Capulet.
I don't think it was Montague. It's Florian something. He's really big, like European dude.
Miracles are probably gonna lose again.
What was my prank?
I have roses all over me. This prank's not that bad. It's got a bunch of their hearts and kisses.
Okay.
That's stupid.
Awesome. I feel more loved than ever.
Loved it.
I feel more loved than ever. Hey, Wally, you're still here? You don't like us. Yeah, you hang around here.
Oh, Harrison, you want to see how big they made the buffalo?
Riding on the buffalo.
This stupid fucking spur is bigger.
Good thing you got a die right here.
I gotta look it up.
Was there a Tiny Tina in this movie?
Right.
There is. I don't know the actress. Because she's literally like a teenager.
You think she's gonna be as crazy as Ashley Birch?
No. I don't think anyone can pull off Tiny Tina besides Ashley
My shit right
Ashley
here.
Birch.
Do you think it's gonna be like Spike or the fucking chick that played Ed in fucking live action Cowboy Bebop?
God, I hope not. So Kate Blanchett is Lilith, Kevin Hart is Roland, Jack Black is Claptrap, Jamie Lee Curtis is Tannis, Ariana Greenblatt is Tiny Tina, and Florian Munteanu
I knew it was something like that.
is Krieg. There is a guy you would recommend, or you would recognize, Harrison.
When
Benjamin Byron Davis.
Keep it on till the break of dawn.
the name sounds familiar.
The dude is playing Marcus, and that is the guy that plays Dutch in Red Dead.
Oh, hey, look at that. I mean, he kind of just looks like him.
Bobby Lee is apparently in it, playing Larry. What the fuck that is? Benjamin Byron Davis. What else has he been in? He's in Ant-Man and the Wasp, apparently. Agent Burley. Burley? I don't know. How long have we been streaming? Not that long, actually.
I mean, we
didn't realize
we
it's-
haven't done that much.
Fine.
No, we finished that shit. That's it.
Marcus Munitions.
My thing is like, I love Jack Black. I
Uh-huh.
think they should have just, like, you don't need motion capture
Yeah.
for Claptrap. You should have just got like the voice of Claptrap to fucking be his voice.
Like the actual
It's not like
the one they got
Claptrap
for
has-
the third game.
The actual dude. Fuck the guy they got for the third game. I don't actually have any problem with him. That dude played him in the third game, played him in the DLC, the final DLC for the second game that came out like right before the third game came out, and then played him in
I think it would have been like a
Tiny
nice
Tina's
touch for like
Playland.
actual Borderlands fans to at least have him.
Yeah, to at least have like the most iconic voice in Borderlands be played by the same dude. But like, I love Jack Black, but I don't think they should have cast him for it.
It just sucks that they're using those people as the main characters, essentially.
Like, they didn't even get two of the main characters from the first game. Like, they don't even have fucking Brick or Mordecai.
So what is it? Essentially, 2 chicks and
A dude and a
hold on,
robot.
let me see.
You got the 2 dudes. You got Roland and Krieg,
Right.
and then
But,
you got.
but in this game, Krieg's like some type of bodyguard. Or no, in this movie,
Krieg is
some
Tiny
type of
Tina's bodyguard in
yeah.
this, which is just completely not Borderlands. Krieg is just a fucking psychopath.
So, like, what do you think happened here? Do you think they got these actors first and like, alright, what roles could they fill? Or do you think they just built it from like the character sheet?
I think they just looked up most famous Borderlands characters. We're like, we're gonna make a movie about them.
Is Krieg
Because
the
obviously-
more famous Borderlands character?
The fan base loves Krieg. People were fucking at arms when he wasn't in it, Borderlands 3, except like voice lines. Like you find audio logs of Krieg.
Would you say that he's more popular than Zero?
No. And I think that's also one of my problems. They didn't even get like the cool characters. Like, Roland's alright.
I feel like they were pretty awesome. He's just essentially like Snake Eyes. You can just literally just have like a cool dude in the suit that just doesn't talk.
Like, Roland's alright, and I was sad when he died in the games, but he's not really a cool dude. Lilith is cool, but they don't even have her as, like, I don't even think she's a siren in it. I think she's just, like, a badass bitch.
So who do you think is going to be like the straight edge character? Do you think it's going to be like Krieg or
It's gonna have to be Tiny Tina and Jack Black. It's gonna be Tiny Tina and Claptrap, or... Oh, you said straight-laced.
yeah.
Lilith is gonna be the straight-laced one. I can't see Kevin Hart doing a serious role for the life of me. I think they're gonna try and make
They're
Roland
like
comedic.
literally flipping the roles here, making Roland the exact opposite of what he was.
Fucking short and comedy based. Yeah, like...
Keep that shit to yourself.
Like, you could have easily gotten a big buff dude to be Brick to be like the comedic relief. Brick is comedic relief in the games.
Did they say who's going to be the bad guy? Like, do you think Handsome Jack is going
It's-
to be in it?
No, the bad guy is Atlas. So you know how there's the game, or there's the gun company Atlas in the games? In this, the main bad guy is played by Edgar Ramirez, and he's Atlas, the CEO of the Atlas Corporation. That's the main bad guy of the game.
Do you think there's going to be a
Of the movie.
post-credit sequence of Handsome Jack or something?
I don't even... The amount of faith I have in them being true to this series, I don't even think they're going to bring Handsome Jack in. And if they do, it's not going to be the same actor, so it's not going to be the same type of character.
Yeah, that dude really does kill it as a Handsome Jack.
It's like, I didn't think you could replace Claptrap, and they did. If they ever replace the voice actor for Handsome Jack, it's just not going to be the same. Who voices Handsome Jack?
It's his name,
Damian Clark.
Damien. I was about to say that. I was about to say it, Damien. I only know that because he also voices Cell from Dragon Ball Z.
Honestly, the dude could probably... He's 50! The dude could probably pass as Handsome Jack anyways. He's not a bad looking dude.
Probably he wears like a prosthetic over his face the whole time anyways, doesn't he?
The prosthetic over his face is just his face.
Oh.
So you find out. You didn't pay attention. Did you beat Borderlands 2, right?
No, yeah.
So at the end, he takes off his mask, and it's because he was branded. He had the Borderlands symbol, the Pandora symbol, branded on his face, and you find out in the pre-sequel, if you beat it, he was going to open a vault and Lilith punched something, and it like burned it into his face.
Yeah, I remember that.
So then he put the prosthetic of his own face over his face. Voice acting.
Shout out to
Dragon Ball Z:
Borderlands
The
people.
History of Trunks. He voiced Gohan, Future. But yeah, he voices Cell. Man, he literally only voices Cell. You look at like his filmography,
Dude, it's a
and it's
fucking
like
paycheck,
Cell,
man.
Cell,
It's a
Cell,
paycheck.
Cell, Cell.
That's because they
Cell
make
Max.
it's because they make so many Dragon Ball games, and they just every
Yeah.
single one just retells the same story of Dragon Ball over and over again.
He hasn't been in that many video games, comparatively. Since 2012, when he was in Borderlands 2, he's been in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Borderlands 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's been in 7 games since Borderlands 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those were Borderlands games.
Hell yeah.
He was in Ultra Street Fighter 4. He played Rolento. And he was in Mafia Definitive Edition. He played Detective Norman. You played any of the Mafia games, Harrison?
I played the third one. I used to play
That's
the
it. You played the worst one.
I mean, essentially, kinda, yeah. But I played like a tad bit of the second one. I just remember I played the fucking demo for it all the time because you could run around and like find Playboy magazines.
Is that why you were like, titties?
Essentially, yeah. Well, for the most part, yeah. But I also thought that Mafia 2 was like a cool game back on like the demo days. But when I actually like
good game.
when I actually got it, I just like I don't know. I just
Never
like
beat
I just couldn't keep playing it for some reason.
I've played parts of the first one, I've beaten the second one, and I never touched the third one.
I beat the third one twice for some
bad.
reason. It is just
Well, I heard that it was like the
it's
characters
just the
are
same
good
thing
and the
over
writing's
and over
kind of
and
good,
over and
but
over. The whole game's the same thing. Just go
the
here, kill these
gameplay
people.
loop is
That's
one
it.
of the worst, is what I was
That's it.
told.
Just go here, kill people. That is the game. It had Joey Diaz in it, so that's a huge plus.
It had the guy that voiced your brother
Yeah.
in The Walking
They did.
Dead. Yeah.
Essentially, I just realized he essentially did kind of play the same character in both games.
Yeah.
Like Army Dude. Brown Army Dude.
What's that dude's name? Walking Dead. You know you are the most well-known Walking Dead character whenever I type in The Walking Dead and not even video game, and it doesn't bring up Andrew Lincoln, it doesn't bring up Norman Reedus, it says The Walking Dead main character and it has Dave Fennoy.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Dave and all the people.
That's how you know you've made it.
It's very strange because Dave Fennoy is essentially just
He just plays background characters now.
yeah, kinda. He was in Mafia
Like-
3.
He was in fucking Spider-Man PS4. I'm like, oh hell yeah, I hear his voice, and then literally all he does is you have like a mission to go catch pigeons, and he talks about the pigeons, and it takes like 20 minutes.
They could have just got
That's his
Mike Tyson for
entire
that.
character in that game.
I was just gonna say that Dave Fennoy looks exactly like the dude that's like the The dude that runs the kingdom.
Yeah, he
The dude with the dreads that has a tiger.
Yeah. Alex Hernandez is who voiced your brother.
I wish at the end of the game for Walking Dead Season 3, like whenever David, like, stand next to Mojave, I wish he could have just been able to just, like, push him off.
Like, get out of here, bitch. He,
Walking Dead Season 3. The best season of The Walking Dead by far.
he played David in The Walking Dead Michonne. He played additional voices in The Division. David in The Walking Dead: A New Frontier, Lincoln Clay in Mafia 3. I forgot both of those came out in 2016.
Very strange. Hey, yo, man,
He
what's the
played
last time
Tibbs
the
in
same
Bloodshot.
character in 2016?
And he played additional voices in Gotham Knights. About Jeff Shine. That's who voiced Javi.
Lincoln Clay. That's Lincoln Clay.
What do you think Jeff Shine's most recent video game he was in? Came out last year.
What's up, boss?
Fuck. I swear to God, like, I've heard his voice, like, somewhere recently. Came out last year. Is it a Call
I
of
have
Duty
played
game?
and beaten this game. No.
Okay.
Close. He was in the Call of Duty of 2020. He played Wyatt Bulldozer Jones. No, so he was Captain America in Marvel's Avengers.
That's his most recent game?
His most recent game, though, is in Resident Evil Village. And he played Chris Redfield. I don't know how I feel that they didn't get Ezio to place Chris Redfield again.
Roger Craig Smith. That's somebody that I'm hearing everywhere. That dude's in, like, everything.
What was the last thing that Roger Craig Smith was in?
Sonic?
I swear, if it says he was in Resident Evil Village, but he didn't play Chris Redfield, that's gonna be fucked up. So many fucking games. He played Sonic in Sonic Frontiers.
That game doesn't look very good to me.
An open world Sonic game? Yeah, you're not the only one that thinks that,
I'm
Harrison.
like just saying, like, in every aspect of the word. For it being like a super new-ass Sonic game, just like even in general, like graphically wise, but like it's not that impressive.
The Sonic games aren't known for having good graphics. I love how the past like 15 minits have been us
We've just been talking about like voice actors and shit.
It's standing here, not even playing the
I
game.
know, this is very enthralling, like, footage we have going on here. I guess essentially,
What else do you
if
want us to
anyone,
do? Play the game?
if anyone at all is like watching or listening to this, this is essentially just like, put this on while you're doing something
Sorry.
else.
Just sorry.
If
I would
anyone
play
at
a
all.
mission, but I'm probably gonna be going to sleep soon.
I'm sure there's gonna
It's
be
almost
someone.
11:30.
I'm sure there's someone out there in the world that's gonna watch this. Well, at least the one person.
You said I should feel free to stop by, so...
This is
There
why
has
we
to
just need
be.
to do a
I've done so.
podcast, man.
It has to be someone. I mean, we could do it, man. We just gotta
Small talk
get
is
nitty-gritty,
not
you
my
know?
thing.
I mean, in all honesty,
Also-
what do we need to do it? Because I will buy a mic.
We literally just need mics.
We just need a mic.
All you need
Well,
is
how many are you
mics and a
thinking?
place to record. My plan is, besides the hassle, it's going to be to get everyone to do a podcast, especially with David going back to nights. My plan is we've been waiting, so we wait until I get that place, until I move into that place. and then I can get like a table that we set up that's like just for us to do podcasts in. Like us 4 mics set up, a plug-in for the laptop. Boom. We just have a place to record the podcast.
So 4 mics. You want 4 mics?
Yeah, I'm gonna be buying another mic.
So that makes like 3.
That makes 2 because I have my own Blue Yeti mic.
I don't hate
No,
this.
just like all together. So you already have one. You're getting another
have one.
and I'll get
So
one.
that'll make that'll make 3. David said that they were
But
gonna
he
get one,
said,
but
you know, like you said, he's got $60 maybe.
like, I don't see that. If you want, we can do it like.
I don't think Peter's just that committed to anything like channel related at the moment.
That's what I was gonna say. Is what I think we should do is I'll buy a mic, you buy a mic, and then you and I can split like a third mic. And what we can do is I already have the mic that I use for when I play PC games. So I'll have it like hooked up to my computer whenever I play PC games. But then if Peter ever does do the podcast, I'll just disconnect it and hook it up. So we have 3 dedicated mics for the podcast, and then just a 4th one if Peter is there.
I'm sure the first one we'll have it with Peter because it'll be like a grand like premiere-esque thing.
Here's
He'll have to
Peter.
be
You
there.
might hear him again in 20 episodes.
Fuck.
But yeah, I think that's what we should do is we get 3 mics that are dedicated, and then I'll just have the 4th mic be like iffy. Sometimes if we're not using it, it's hooked up to my PC. If we are using it, it's hooked up to where we do the podcast.
Do you have like any topics like off the top of your head that you think would be pretty good?
No.
Or something like that? Not even like video games or like what's going on in life or anything like that.
I feel like first episode, if we do, when we do, should just be like the typical introduction. I don't know how people do podcasts. I've never watched like the first episode of a podcast, but probably introductory shit of like who the fuck we are and how it's gonna be variety based. So we are a bunch of nerds that play video games, but there's probably gonna be politics shoved in there. There's probably gonna be just random ass conversations.
We could probably talk about just like the beginning of everything as well, like how the fuck we all like met each other.
Yeah,
and shit.
like it'd be like how we met, yada yada yada. I think that would be a good first.
yada. Do you think we'll
That
get
would
big
be-
enough to get like do you ever think we'll get big enough to have like a Q&A or something?
I hope we could. I don't know if
Like
we
it, like it
will.
wouldn't be like you know like live or anything, I guess, and like a certain video or even on like Twitter or something. We could be like, hey, Q&A questions. When was the
Like
first
I said,
time
I
you
hope
guys
we
got your
could.
dick hard?
Probably what we'd have to resort to doing is a Reddit AMA.
Fuck. You think we'll ever get big enough to have like a mail time sort of thing where people send us shit?
I wouldn't want to do that. At least I wouldn't want to put it.
guess
I
we
would
could
want
put,
to
like, a
leave
PO
Stroud
box.
if we
could
did.
put a PO box down, but we won't
I
like
don't hate this.
tell people to send this shit.
'Cause I'm worried about opening packages that I don't know.
Yeah, it's some pretty. We could have like a viewer
I'll have
like
Peter do
glitter
it.
bomb type of thing.
I'll have Peter do it. Or we'll just like rent a hotel room and do them in there and then get glitter bombed.
Amongst a bunch of other things we'll do in there.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that would be a pretty good introductory one of like how we met, probably how long we've fucking known each other, which is a while now. Shit, how long have we known each other? You and I have known each other a long time, but
preschool or something.
like
I'd
been
probably say when we
acquaintances.
got when we really got so familiar with each other would have been like 2009 or
4th or
10.
5th grade.
It's 5th grade.
So 5th grade.
Same for me.
Graduated in
Same for me with Peter.
2017. Yeah.
Actually, same for me for all of you guys. Fucking 5th
Graduated in
grade.
2017. So what's...
We've been out of high school for like 5 years. Probably when we actually do, it'll probably be like super close to 6.
See, so 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th,
Right.
5. Harrison, we have been acquaintances or gotten close for 13 years. 12 years. 12 years. No.
2009 to 2020.
13 years. Yeah, 13
And
years.
that's 13 years too long.
I am only 23. Let's preface that. I am only 23, and I've been quote acquaintances with you for 13 of those years.
Exactly, like I said, 13 years too long, Lucas.
Peter and I have been friends for 13 years. You and I have been acquaintances. David's like kind of there.
Not bad.
he's my brother.
Literally my sibling, but like, I think we've been friends like maybe 2 years.
What type of idea do you think would be on the like screen? Like I could draw something.
What I think what I think would be a pretty decent, at least first episode, what I think would be funny is your goofy. I gotta try and find it.
Well, like I could even set the fucking like thing, you know, to whenever the super dumb, shitty drawing that I did of like the acquaintances. Whenever we're all like the 4 floating heads, I could just like do that and put like each head in the like, corner.
I think
we'll still have fucking like Eloy Turner, DPT, MVP4.
I gotta
Firewall
scroll
Fry,
through your guys'
and then-
bullshit memes.
and just Peter.
And, like gross shit.
Nah, that's all like good shit right there.
I think I really liked the one where you did like "Kiss Me, Peter" with this stupid fucking.
That's a
You
pretty
know what
good
I'm
one,
talking
Lucas.
about.
That should actually be the banner, Lucas.
But I think some like goofy. If you could, I don't know what you think your abilities are, but I think if you did like a very cartoony drawing of all of us like sitting at a table.
Fun.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. If that doesn't work out, I guess we could just hit
Do
up
the
Corbin
four
again.
heads. No.
Like, all we have to do is go to one birthday party, alright?
You can draw, we're good. We don't need to go to outside people.
Is there like any type of like bit or like skit that you would want to have like a continuous thing on there? Like, let's see.
Fuck you think I am? A fucking weird dude.
Maybe we could like watch
I'll
like a
take this.
hentai and be like, so this is a hentai of the week. What do you think about it or some shit?
Why? Why a hit time?
Well,
Why
I'm
is
just
that
throwing out
your...
like I'm just like throwing out like fucking bits or something. Something we could do like it's something time or something time.
I mean, I feel like we give pretty... My thing is I would want to do like us reviewing a movie or something, but literally only 3 out of the 4 of us would probably watch that movie.
I think we should do something along the lines like that. Well, we should probably all like watch a movie and just have like audio over it and probably edit it down to like down on 20 minutes or something.
Just us like reacting to a fucking movie.
How about the
But-
first 4? We could do it to like all of each other's like favorite movie or something. I'm
We all
actually
watched.
very curious as to what like Peter's favorite movie is.
Peter's favorite movie is probably like Scooby-Doo 2.
I mean, that's pretty decent. It's like you won't actually know it's the title since you're like Japanese only.
Because I feel like any fucking movie I've seen, you guys have you most likely have seen. The only ones I could think of would be like foreign films you probably haven't seen.
I mean, it wouldn't be that
foreign
bad.
horror.
They're still like providing like audio commentary to be like, oh, dude, this is like my favorite fucking scene right here.
But I don't know what yours would be. I feel like Dave would be like, mine's pretty niche, and then names like $1 billion movie.
I'm actually like, my favorite movie ever is actually like fucking Endgame.
It's a very unknown movie. It's Avengers Endgame. It's very deep, and the characters, the bad guys, relatable. Like,
It's actually just like Avatar 2009.
did you see that?
My favorite movie of all time is Scary Godmother.
We should do a thing like that where it's
Again?
it's like fucking
My shit right here.
fever dream movies or like a fever dream video game that we remember. Like talk about that. Because I didn't remember Fairy Godmother, and then I watched it with my ex.
Scary
I was like, holy
Godmother.
oh yeah, Scary Godmother. And I was like, holy fuck,
Hey,
this
good to see you.
is so weird. I didn't think this was a thing. I forgot it existed.
Nice.
The movie it's just old, looks ugly. But
It does.
apparently
It
it's
has.
pretty good. 'Cause I remember
It's
watching
not
it
a
as
bad
kid,
movie,
thinking
but
was
it has
pretty
no
good.
appeal if you just see screenshots.
Okay, well for like a perfect one I have for that is like, have you ever seen this like old cartoon movie called The Toy Warrior?
I have not.
So it's this old movie that nobody like really knows like where the fuck it came from or who made it. But a lot of people just remember watching it on TV as a kid. I think it's like a Korean made movie. Because the main character's name is Janu. But it's like fucking it's American. It's American but like made by Koreans or something like that. It's just like a weird obscure cartoon that used to play on like Disney Channel and Cartoon Network back in the day. But I think that'd be a
The only
perfect one.
the only
That's more
problem with
niche than
us
Scary
doing
Godmother.
that is like I think that's a pretty good idea, but I mean, and that's me being biased because I did say it. But the only problem with us doing that is the fact that I feel like David and I are gonna have like the same fucking answer.
It's pretty different because David's like the obvious like most hardcore cinephile out of all of us.
You could just say ass.
I mean, I like movies too.
David gets really
I'd probably say I'm the
Da-
second
David
one,
has-
but David is like fucking leagues ahead of me in terms of it.
David legitimately tries to critique movies.
Well, it's like a certain amount of like media that he has to like, intake all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. I just listen to music and play a lot of video games.
And by that, he just listens to a bunch of waifu baby and plays a bunch of video
Yeah.
games.
And jacks off to video games.
That too.
We can't do a music one because Peter's
Yeah.
music taste would just be mine.
I mean, nothing's wrong with it. I'm sure you guys don't have the exact same. Well, I mean, I know like a lot of it is, but
A lot of it is,
I
and
don't
the
think
stuff that's
Peter's
not
into
is like,
K-pop as you are, but I'm sure he is.
no, I'm not even in, fucking Brittany, my
Well, then
girlfriend,
your ass is lying too.
huge K-pop fan. Like, I
What
thought
the-
I was decent, and I was like, oh, no, I'm not.
There's more fucking K-pop groups than BTS and Blackpink.
Yeah, it was weird. She went to literally just like Wednesday. She was in Texas because she went to a K-pop concert for a band called ATEEZ, and I had no fucking clue who they were. But they sold out a But in in Fort Worth, Texas, a band called ATEEZ sold out a 14,000 seat venue.
Hell yeah.
So obviously
use
they're a
more
pretty
pastels.
big phenomenon that I had never fucking heard of.
Look, you can't say anything.
Such a tease.
Bunch of fucking teas, bro.
But Yeah, Peter's music taste is K-pop, regular pop, and sad music.
Very strange.
And a lot of screaming. Peter likes a lot of screaming music.
Get away from me.
I'm not doing
I'm running around at my own pace. Fuck
Why do
you.
you avoid my rocket?
Fuck you, bro. Bro, just like, fuck you, bro. I'm not going in this car.
Los Panteros needed to be tamed.
Fuck you. That Scooby-Doo walk looks stupid.
Let's go.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. I fuck you.
Owie.
You're not safe in there. I mean, out of rockets.
I am safe in here once you get so far.
Lucas,
You are shooting.
we could react to Freddy Delphi videos.
Oh god. Let's react to every single episode of Dick Figures.
Fuck, that's some old school shit right there, man. Probably something like, I'm sure that show has to have aged terribly.
Yeah.
Not
You
even-
just think
not
of the
even,
one
like,
fucking
terms of-
song.
Not even in terms of like being inappropriate or anything. It's just like, just everything in terms of the humor and like everything probably just aged terribly because it's just, like such like early 2010s right there. Look at us, crap.
Like fucking if Tobuscus would have kept his mouth shut about politics, I would have talked about rape. Are you just sitting down? What the fuck?
I'm not sitting down, man. I'm fucking driving, son.
Look at the stream,
No,
please.
no.
I can
You-
see you turning your wheel.
You will
But
not.
your character,
You will not get a reaction out of me.
your character is just sitting in the middle of the road, and it looks like you're pretending to drive a car.
You could fucking watch the Kyle Rittenhouse video, and you could like react to that somehow.
Fucking no.
You'd be like, "This is the man behind Nugget and the Biscuit."
Remember the guy that did nugget, biscuit, nugget, and a biscuit? Like, this is him now.
Like back in the day, whenever you like hear the songs he made, you think of like hardcore liberal or something. But like, quite
He
the
dated
opposite.
iJustine, who is like one of the most left-leaning YouTubers that's like out there.
I think back then I just seen was like way the fuck out of his league or some shit. The fuck.
Yeah,
Feel free to move anytime.
a hot chick that is a techie nerd that plays video games, and you got that goofy motherfucker.
You know what? You know what I want out of fucking like 2018? I want Fortnite and iJustine.
I'm just watching your character pretend to drive.
Fuck you! I'm fucking driving. At least I think I am. We could talk about we could talk about PPs. Had a good topic.
What? The fact that none of us have a large one?
We could just talk about how fucked we were in life.
And if Peter tries to lie and be like, nuh-uh.
Well, my girlfriend tells me that it's the biggest one past the foreskin she's ever seen.
I saw... Brittany was showing me, it was a TikTok of like things guys don't want to hear from women. And,
You're the biggest out of all your friends.
no. Some of them were just fucking, one of them was literally like, will you please stop following me? But the other one was, yours is perfect, big hurts.
Big hurts?
Yeah.
Oh,
Think about it, Harris.
I get it. I get
Yours is
it.
perfect. Big hurts. Things
Damn.
guys don't want to hear. It's like, ow. I don't know if she's trying to
Don't
send me
worry.
a message.
Don't
but
worry, you can't get me pregnant. You can't even hit my womb. You could review.
You see what people are
OnlyFans.
calling the MCU right now? They're calling it the MCU
MCU.
because of She-Hulk, Captain Carter, Hawkeye is being replaced with Haley Steinfeld. At the end of Doctor Strange, you had that female magic chick come out that's like, come with me. And Black Panther, apparently the Black Panther's a woman. I don't know which woman. I'm gonna guess his sister, but
The anti-vaxxer.
yeah.
How many Wakandans
Get
did
the
she
fuck
kill?
out of there.
Composed by Johann
Well, the guy was
Sebastian
vibranium.
Bach
They should
and
they
performed
probably
by the
like take
Santo
a pill
Alesso
size
Chamber
thing of
Orchestra.
vibranium. Or fucking
This
hell
suite
or
was
something.
composed in the style and atmosphere of the dance music written by
Really
Louis
pushing your body
at the court of
around.
Louis XIV,
Fuck
and may
you.
have been composed during Bach's time as Kapellmeister in Kutn.
Newsflash. Santo
I think
Ileso.
M'Baku would
Authorities
have
have
been cool
confirmed
as
that
the
Robert
Black
Firth,
Panther.
heir to the Pacific National Railroad
Apparently-
fortune, is dead. The Firth family has
Spoilers,
denied rumors that
if this
Robert,
actually is a thing,
fixture
I don't
of the
know if
Santo
it is.
Ileso party scene,
Apparently,
had dealings with organized
like
crime.
at the end, Shuri
Firth's body
goes
was
somewhere or
found in the
whatever, and
mangled
there's no
wreckage
one
of
to
his
take
car,
control of
which
the
had
throne,
collided
and
with a
he
speeding
sits on it.
train
And
near
apparently,
Smelterville.
that's him
This
like
has
saying
been
he's
Juana
king of
Villalobos,
Wakanda or
reporting
whatever.
for the
And
Star
Winston
Register News
Duke,
Network.
like straight up said that that's apparently a thing. Like he is the king of Wakanda. And I don't know if that means that he's gonna become the next Black Panther, which I think would be
Or
really
he's just
fucking
gonna
cool.
be like, yeah.
Or if he's just like the next Black Panther movie, he's just king.
But I hope he is.
'Cause I like Winston Duke. I really
Yeah,
like that dude.
That's the main part, yeah.
I think he's a good actor. Why does it always start on fucking classical radio? Turn that shit off.
Don't worry, bro.
Just
Don't
call
worry
me
about it.
bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna unironically start using that my vocabulary from now on.
Start calling me
I'm gonna be a
bro.
bro. I'm gonna be a bro person.
What's up, bro? Instead of you like being like fuck you, I'll be fuck you, bro.
Fuck you with 50. Bro, it's just a prank, ho.
Bro. If I shoot you, do you take
I don't
damage?
want this!
No. No.
Bullshit.
No. Yeah,
Start
like I was
getting
saying,
ultra
we could,
defensive.
We could review OnlyFans pages.
Oh yeah, who's gonna pay for them?
And acting like we're doing it to produce content, not just for us.
Not for us all to just have a subscription to an OnlyFans.
So the password is
It's just like, it's all of us just being like, hey, you know what OnlyFans model we should review next? It's like this person. Let me look at her profile first, just so I know what we're like going for, guys. Just so we're prepared. This is gonna be each of us deciding which OnlyFans model we want to subscribe to.
the password is Brave Young 13.
A good secure password.
Anyway, don't forget he was a part of the group at one point.
Yeah, and he had the password to our old account.
He's like, you don't include me anymore. I ruined everything.
I will delete your entire
attention
archive.
next time
Goes
and
to
you'll
it,
learn
sees I
something.
already deleted it. Fuck!
When was the last time
That's
you've
right.
seen or hung out with
word.
Braden? Was it
Years.
Spider-Verse?
Person is
Yeah.
my hair.
Damn.
He doesn't reach out. I never reached out to him. He never reaches out to me. He apparently
swear,
tried to reach out to Peter like last year or something.
I swear that he always wanted to hang out with us at one point.
He did. I was even down for it, but none of us ever asked him, and he never asked too.
Shout out to Braden people.
Yeah.
He's one of the fittest people that I know.
That I've ever met, yeah. Dude was like 15 with abs. That doesn't make sense.
I know Tyler Autry had abs.
It's the skinny people.
I think it is, in all honesty, yeah. Because, I mean,
Like, I didn't know.
in order to get abs like that, you have to, like, cut, you know?
Yeah. It's
And
like
they were both skinny as fuck, so.
Purple, pink, orange.
I've never seen the Twilight movies, right?
Oh god, don't make me watch those.
I'm not. But Brittany likes them. She acknowledges they're bad movies. I'll give her that. She just likes them, and I don't know. I can't fault her.
Too.
I like a lot of shit
nostalgia.
movies. But
Well,
so
hold on,
we've
hold
watched
on. Is it more out of guilty pleasure or nostalgia?
for her.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Probably guilty pleasure if I had to guess though. I have now seen 1.5 Twilight movies. I've seen the first one and half of the second one. And the second one is when you see how fucking shredded Taylor Lautner got
Yeah.
for that role. I saw him and went, Jesus fucking Christ. That's exactly what I said. I did not realize that he was only like 16 when that was recorded.
It's very strange because when you think about it, Twilight came out in 2008. Fucking Shark Boy and Lava Girl came out in 2005. Like, dude hit like a quick growth spurt in like the in between.
Yeah, the
years.
dude got so huge in just a few years. That's why I was like, I forgot that he was only a fucking teenager when we recorded that. I was like, what happened to Shark Boy? I can't say anything. The dude is older than me.
Shout out to Taylor Lautner people.
Now, more of another Taylor Lautner thing is, I saw a TikTok that went viral. That was, there was the trend. It was like, show your childhood media crush, like your crush you had in like movies or TV shows or whatever.
That's actually a pretty good one for the podcast that we could do. But go ahead.
Yeah, it was like that, and show who you're dating.
Oh.
Is what the thing is. No, I do agree with that. We should do like TV show crush or whatever. But that was a trend on TikTok, and it was a girl that showed her childhood crush, and it was Edward from Twilight. And it said show who you're dating, and it was Taylor Lautner. She's married to Taylor Lautner.
Huh.
Her fucking childhood crush was Robert Pattinson in Twilight, and she's married to Taylor Lautner.
Damn.
The even funnier part is her name is Taylor, so them as a couple are both Taylor Lautner and Taylor Lautner.
And you know their kid's gonna be named Taylor as well.
Taylor Lautner is gonna be their kid, boy or girl.
Hey man, that's what's the word? That's a multi-purpose name, I guess. I forgot. Unisex name.
Yeah, multi-purpose name.
It's fucking multi-purpose.
It's not a fucking cleaner, Harrison. That's a
Hey,
2-in-1 shampoo name.
Clean, I don't fucking know.
That's a 2-in-1 name.
Exactly. It's the best of both worlds in this bitch.
Was it Peter that me and David were trying to explain to that like using 2-in-1 is like kind of gross?
I mean, it could be me too, because I use Pert.
I mean, I technically use 2-in-1 because I use Head and Shoulders, which almost every Head and Shoulders brand is 2-in-1, but I also still use conditioner.
I think 2-in-1 for men is pretty bad shit.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that shit's even 3-in-1 for some reason.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you could use this on your hair, your
Like, what the
for
fuck is in
shampoo,
this? Because you
conditioner.
could use this for everything.
It's body wash, face wash, everything.
Yeah, I think Axe, Old Spice.
Who needs
like
Mr. Squat?
It's not so much.
Totally wrong.
Who needs Mr. Squatch when I got 3-in-1 dial?
Hell yeah. I just use Purd. It's like, I think it's something about shampoo conditioner for normal hair or something like that.
I use Head & Shoulders because I got dandruff, and then I would use women's conditioner because it makes my hair smooth and smell better.
Essentially, yeah. I have long carries, whatever. My mom would do them.
I use Pantene.
Pussy!
I use Pussy for my conditioner.
Yeah, I got a freaking about a 16-ounce bottle filled with pussy juice, and I just lather that.
Nah, I
in
got
my
one of the wall mounts. It's just a pair of spread legs.
Hell
So
yeah.
Rub my head on it for a bit.
You
Boom,
talking about
both
like
heads.
like those Czechoslovakian sex houses where just got like the
Yeah, that's
lower
just in
half of the
Peter's.
woman out of the wall.
That's just in Peter's shower for my conditioner specifically.
Hell yeah. You know, maybe living there ain't so bad.
It's what I'm gonna miss when I'm living on my own. The only thing. My pussy juice conditioner.
I was talking to him the other day when we like dropped this off, and I was like talking about that. Like, you know, I'm really finna put my foot down on that.
On what?
On the like the house being so dirty and shit.
Yeah, it's about fucking time. It's just Joe's kids. I like Joe, but like, fucking Michaela cleaned. It was like last week or something. Like completely cleaned the house, even the living room and everything, and it looked really nice. Dishes were done, everything, and then fucking Chris and Evie were over for one night, and the house was back to being a disgusting
God
mess.
Someone just needs to tell them kids how to like place like objects you don't need or use into the trash can.
We've tried. Be like, Chris, throw it away, and he'll just be like, uh-uh.
Oh god. I mean, learning how to piss and shit is like one thing, but like
He doesn't even
simply
know that.
placing shit in the trash. Terrible, man. To everyone out there, man, like you guys need to see the house at least once, and like
No.
at least when
No
it was
one
in
needs to see
prime.
this house.
At least when it was in prime shittiness. Now it's not so bad, but back in its prime, we had fucking like month-old mold that had its own like biodome inside of it.
We had fucking science experiments just like in the
Science
house.
experiments.
Not hidden, just like on the counter.
This totally rocks.
Amazing, man.
Shit
Amazing.
wasn't in a place that was like safe. It was like right by the microwave.
Had like a whole like colony of gnats in a bowl of ramen noodles.
However, that did happen while Michaela has been here too. She made spaghetti or something, and they had leftovers, but there's no room in the fridge, so they left it on the counter, the pot, and then they just left it there. And I was like trying to move it, and the lid came off, and I literally, that's the first time in years I threw up. I ran to the bathroom because I had to fucking throw up from the smell.
Oh god, so what are you saying? Is like fermented mold?
It
inside of
was
a pot or something?
fermented mold and maggots.
Oh god.
Because that shit can just grow depending on what you make.
Yeah, dude, I fucking ate maggots one time.
Oh no.
Unintentionally. Well, it's because like, you know, like the Parmesan shakers, you could get like the green
Yeah.
ones. So fucking like I sprinkled like a decent amount. Like I ate like 3 bowls of spaghetti and I sprinkled it in there. And my dad opened it and saw maggots crawling around in there. And they fucking blended in with the fucking Parmesan, you know? They look like white, just like white clogs of things. Like my stomach felt like shit too.
you just didn't even
I was
realize that
sprinkling.
you
I
had.
didn't realize
You're
it, man,
like,
'cause
why
they're
is my
both- they're
Parmesan
both white.
moving?
Like I'm not like looking at my bowl while I'm eating, you know.
Why's my Parmesan all wiggly?
Can't eat
This
man,
is so
bro.
fucking cool.
Must hit different.
That's fucking disgusting.
Nah, man, I got fucked up after that though, and my stomach felt awful, dude. I was like practically living on the toilet after that.
But yeah, that was a science. I just threw away the entire pot. Just I threw that shit in a bag and I just
Oh,
threw
how
that
often
fucking
do
in
they
the
cook
trash
anyways?
can.
Did they miss that pot?
Now that she moved in, it's every night. She cooks all the time.
Shit, nice.
I like how
Did you eat some?
with your terrible
No,
advice.
because almost all of it
Oh
has
yeah,
pork or
it's
beef
meat.
in it.
Yeah.
She almost never uses
She
chicken.
does it on purpose. She doesn't want you to
Well, the
eat
time
anything.
she's used chicken, she's made like chicken noodle soup, or she made chicken Alfredo, but she put like bacon in the chicken Alfredo.
Exactly, she did it on purpose.
I was like, God damn it!
I don't want that fucking beetroot.
I make my own
in any of
food.
this.
I buy myself like 2 weeks worth of food, and I like make my own stuff. I have like burritos, some fajitas, sometimes just like grilled chicken, sandwiches.
If it's up to me, I'd probably eat a sandwich every day for the rest of my life.
Sandwiches are a pretty solid
But I
choice for
gotta
a dinner.
get the good shit. Like I like going to Walmart and I like getting this bread. I don't remember what it's called, but they got this like buff dude on it. It's kind of like cardboard bread, but I like it. And I like getting like the deli meat.
Cardboard bread.
Well, it's like very like it's a lengthy slice of bread,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
fairly like
feel like I
firm,
should
you
see the
know.
Grand Canyon before it's gone.
I don't like basic bread like Wonder Bread or anything like that.
Most of my sandwiches I make into as subs, not like
Yeah.
just square.
Well, I like, you know, like it's gotta have like a lot of like natural like multi-wheat or grains in it and shit, you know.
Yeah.
So like that shit. I like getting like
I usually
getting
get
my
whole
meat
wheat
and cheese
subs.
from the deli. I don't really
Yeah.
like packaged meat all that much because, you know, there's like a shit ton of sodium. I'm sure there is the deli stuff. I'm sure like the deli's gotta be better than like
No
all
The
the
freshly
packaged
sliced
meat.
stuff.
Yeah. I like
It's
I
not
think it's like pepper jack
ultra-processed.
turkey.
But yeah, that's what I do. I usually get some like some like sliced turkey, sliced chicken, and like two different types of cheeses, and just some like sandwich rolls. Add some vegetables.
Yeah, my prefers to have like lettuce and tomato and mustard on it.
I can't remember the name of the sandwich, but Brittany made one. It went on TikTok where it's essentially you make like you make this like vegetable mixture of like onions, cabbage, and a bunch of other stuff where it's like very close to being coleslaw, but it's not gross.
I mean, I'm not that big a fan of coleslaw either, so.
No, yeah, like I don't like coleslaw, but I liked this sandwich. You mix all that stuff together, and then you put your meats and your cheese, you toast it for a bit, you get some melty cheese, some warm bread, and boom, you have a very nice sandwich.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that before.
I don't remember what it's called.
I've seen it before.
Maybe.
I've seen Matt Stoney eat like a huge version of it.
I might be able to find it.
It is called a bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
At least when was the last time you ate bologna?
Years ago.
You can't eat bologna because it's got a little bit of everything in it.
It's got pork. But also, it was before I stopped eating pork. I hate bologna.
Damn, and you never got home from school and made yourself that bologna, like the processed American cheese with some.
No, because all we ever had was fucking mustard. So like the only type of sandwich I could have would be like white bread and bologna and mustard, and that's it.
I mean, it's essentially what I did too. I mean, I'd put mustard on it too, but I'd have the American cheese and I'd smash some like Doritos in it. Because something about like adding like that crunch to like all this like
Adding
soft
an extra
food.
crunch. Yeah, I did that too, man. All the fucking time.
If you want to get really fancy with it, you like fry it. You know it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We should close like the podcast.
Grinder salad sandwiches.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
I need to start making those. We should close what?
We should close the podcast like at the end of every podcast with people dying everywhere, people living in despair.
But fuck your mother.
I got a meth baby. He loves chocolate juice. Like, yo, you fucking baby's methed out, man. He's calling it chocolate juice. That ain't right.
Hi. Bye. That's from Robert from Marina Del Lago.
You got chocolate
Alexander Barodin,
And
string
you
quartet
got
number 1 in A major.
you got fucking
I do not often
Yoo-hoos,
get that
which are
request
just chocolate
since
water.
Barodin's second quartet is more popular, but I'm
Come
happy
on,
to
you
oblige.
kids at least call it
Barodin's string
fucking
quartet
chalky
number
milk.
1 in A major. Up next.
Yeah.
Like the fucking, what was the Baby Yoda memes? Chicken nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
My favorite Baby Yoda meme is the one of him wearing like the big oversized jacket and the Timbs.
Hell yeah.
Have you seen
Like
that?
that. I know what you're talking about. Where he's got like this some like weird Supreme
Baby
big wind jacket or
Yoda.
something.
Timbs. I fucking love this photo so much.
You love the photo?
It's fucking hilarious, man.
Like it tickles your OG spot or something.
My peepee.
Exactly. Mine
Where
too.
is Harrison Spank? When was the last time I messaged you? October 9th. Is when I
You're talking
seen
about,
that
like-
photo of on Facebook.
Oh, the fucking scary looking motherfucker on the
Yeah.
whatever iCupid or some shit.
Yeah, OK Cupid.
Okay, Cupid. Is
This
that like
is the
dating in
photo of
Oklahoma?
I have no idea what it is. I never used it.
I know Okay Cupid. I feel like it's like an older dating site. 'Cause I feel like I remember seeing like commercials of it on TV and shit.
Like, Brittany's friend Tori, she's
Yep.
the one that sent that. That OK Cupid, Hinge, fucking.
Yo, everybody out there, shout out to Jalen, man. He lives in Oklahoma City. He's 28. He loves to be outside and indoors. He loves football. He loves jiu-jitsu and movie night. Shout out to
But yeah,
fucking Jalen, man.
If I edited videos, this is where I would insert the Baby Yoda photo of him
What
wearing the
the-
Timbs.
Just if Baby Yoda was ever brought up in conversation, you can put that on.
Yeah. I saw that photo. A YouTuber named Grizzy had it as like his fucking profile picture for something. That's how I saw it.
Hell yeah. I use the character from fucking what's it called? Horton Hears a Who. Because like two separate women on like online dating told me like I look
This
like
is what
that
you look
character.
like.
Two, separately too, and I'm like, what's going on here? Who the
Like
fuck
no,
has Horton Hears a
they had
Who
nothing to
on,
do
like,
with
the
each
back of their
other.
mind? I just went with it. Like I even put them on my like fucking Facebook. I put them on like both Facebook and Tinder, a picture of them. I'm looking like pictures of me. And like chicks kind of liked it too, man. I remember one was like, that picture like legitimately made me laugh.
I think
This
the
one
one I
chick-
had
I was talking to this chick one time. And I was like just normally talking, like just kind of like the Joker, and so I was like, "You want to know how I got these stretch marks?" Terrible.
My dating profile had there's the photo I have of me
Newsflash.
with the wind
Santo
fucking
Ileso.
up my hair
The
when we
idol
were in
suspected
Colorado.
in the murder of District
Me and
Attorney
Peter.
Justin Clark.
I had that one with
Clark's
like my
body
hair
was
blown
found in
back
the
and
trunk of a
everything, and me
car
like
riddled with
smiling, and then
bullets
the
near
next
known
one
idol's
was
hangout.
Jack
The
Black
DA
as
had
Nacho
recently
Libre.
launched an investigation into the activities of the
You're gonna get
anarchist
You had the one of us.
Juana
had the,
Villalobos,
you know?
Star
I
Register
think
News
all of us
Network.
had that.
All of us had the
Fucking
It's
profile,
because
dude.
whenever you look like, we get people see that, it's like, oh man, this person has a lot of friends.
Yeah, we don't even really talk to one of the people in that photo.
Unfortunately, that said photo like ruined like a chance with the chick for Lucas because of me.
What?
You told me one time. You told me one time that you matched with a chick and she was like, you know Harrison?
Oh shit! Yeah. I don't remember what she was, but yeah, it was. I hadn't put that on my profile yet, and I matched with her, and we talked for like 2 or 3 days, and I put it on my profile afterwards. And she was like, "Did you update your profile?" I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Do you know Harrison?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Oh god, man. I
And
must
she,
have fucking ripped it in order for someone to instantly like remove you after talking for a couple of days.
I feel like it was. I don't know how many people you've done it to or done similar things, but I feel like it was maybe like that. It maybe was like a situation of that chick of, do you need someone to change your diaper?
Nah, man. Like, this was just something like, well, sometimes I probably did more, but that's like literally the only person that ever got upset with it.
I don't know who it was, but yeah, she straight up recognized. I also had one with David, where someone found out I was David's brother, and they're like, "Oh, well, we didn't really work out or hit it off. I'm just gonna unmatch." It's like, okay.
Dan is fucked up. Honestly, there's probably been so many chicks that seen the photo of all of us at Yokozuna. Because
Just like,
you know
nah,
how like
we're tired of seeing these fuckers.
You know, like Facebook, like everyone sees the same people all the time.
Yes, they probably saw me, you, and then David, and it's just all of us with that same fucking photo.
We all just cut out Lance in the picture. That's what I did
Santo
because you know I
Ileso.
couldn't fit
The local
everybody, so
food truck scene
unfortunately,
has a
like
new
Lane
reigning
didn't make the
champion,
cut for all the bitches on
Chalupa
there.
Cabra, a traditional taqueria that offers popular
Hi,
Mexican
Lucy.
favorites on the go.
To be fair,
Alright,
I probably
Restaurant
match with them all
manager
the
Chuy
time.
Hernandez announced that Chalupa
Even though we
Cabra would
haven't done
operate
much,
its
I
trucks
think it's about time we
citywide
ended.
to replace
'Cause it's after
Twisty Creamy,
midnight.
6-shooter samurai.
We've been
Alright.
streaming for 2 hours.
And I Dream of
Is there
Leaving.
anything you would
Juana
like to
Villalobos,
say
Star
to the
Register
viewers
News
of
Network.
this?
My thing I'd like to say, sorry for the fact this is a 2-hour live stream and only an hour of it was us actually doing stuff.
To be fair, I'm sure there's people out there watching for us, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that couldn't give a shit about what's going on in this game anyways.
It was at 61 minutes was when we finished doing those ventures, and we've been streaming for 127.
The footage is literally just running around the mansion like 50 fucking times.
Yeah, and me driving in the past like 10 minutes. That's it. Man, if a deaf person ever tries to watch this video,
deaf person, like, if we ever actually edited these videos down, and someone had to go through this and try to like, you know, like try to
Find the
timestamp
interesting
shit for
parts.
references and shit like that, that motherfucker would literally just have to listen to the whole thing, the entire 2 hours.
I don't envy editors that have to do that.
Hey, I'm sure they get paid mad money. At this
Oh
point,
shit, I can see you
never,
on the map again.
We'll never pay anybody, I'm just saying. I'm sure they make good money. Alright then, I guess check you motherfuckers later and never watch us again.